Back pain is one of the most common medical concerns, and using proper form can help you prevent it. Here's a look at some moves and stretches that can help in today's Fitness Fix. Maybe you have a job that involves sitting most of the time. Maybe you wear heels to work. That was the situation, and that is the case for Helena. And Helena's here today with her trainer, Lisa Hamill from Good Life Fitness in Cambridge, to talk about why it's so important to include some moves and stretches to help promote your lower back health. Tell me why this was important for you.
Well, I sit in, like you mentioned, I sit in a desk all day long, and I wear high heels all the time. Even on my days off, I like to wear my heels. So I found the exercises that Lisa had me doing on the floor mat was helpful for my back and my posture.
All right, so the goal here is to prevent, but also to treat as well?
Yeah, definitely. So generally with lower back health, there's either a weakness or an imbalance in some way, whether that's a strength problem or a weakness problem. So we kind of look at both in terms of stretching as well as making the lower back stronger.
All right, so show us some of those moves.
Yeah, so Helena, I'll just have you down on the floor here, one knee in front. So generally when we're talking about lower back, we also have to look at the pelvic region. So generally your hip flexors get pretty tight when you're in that seated position here. So what we have here, so just on one knee, and her back toe is pointing out to the side here. So that's really important on the hip. That will give you a nice deep stretch. And all she's going to do is kind of push into that front leg, shift the weight just a little bit, and then come out of it. So it's kind of a rocking motion just to work that hip flexor in the front.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a really good stretch for working at a desk. Also high heel wearers, you're kind of tipped forward in heels. So it's great for hip and lower back health.
Right, and you would do that on both legs then?
Yep, you would go side to side, about 10 rocking back and forth on each side. Yep.
Okay.
And then from here, also important in the hip area is looking at the inside of the leg. So that can get pretty tight. So if you just kick your right leg out to the side, yeah, perfect. And hands come down to the floor, so you're nice and stable. And all you're doing is pushing back and forth on your hands, again, getting that rocking motion, and you'll feel a good stretch on the inside here.
All right. Do you feel that, Helena?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then another great one, it's actually called bowing to Buddha. So you have one knee kicked right out in front, and the other leg is stretched back nice and far. Yep, just like that. And elbows come on either side of the front knee. Yep, so you're almost kind of crouched down. Perfect. And then here, just before you come up, you're going to activate the glute and the lower back to raise yourself up away from the floor.
Okay.
So this one can actually take a little bit of practice. You can be a little wobbly doing it, but it is really great to correct the pelvic region.
Wow, okay. So how have these moves helped you, Helena?
I've found I'm more flexible, and I can, when I'm sitting for a long time, it feels better.
Great. All right. So then it's definitely helped you with that, avoiding back pain because you're sitting and you're wearing heels. And this is very important. Why is it so important for people to be aware of how they're using their back as well?
Well, it's definitely something with age and just overuse that, I see it very commonly in the gym. People have lower back pain or weakness, and that affects everything you do. Bending, sitting, getting down on the floor with your grandkids, whatever it is, you're, oh, my back, right? So I do see a lot of that. So it's important just to maintain that health if you are healthy, but also make it better if you are having issues.
All right, some terrific suggestions, easy enough to incorporate, before or after a workout, I suppose. So thank you both for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is your Quick Fix at 5.